I meant to record me posting this video and I forgot, so that bodes pretty well, don't you think? I don't know if this is, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so
nothing's changed.
I guess this is gonna be my first video on here. I've been rehearsing in my head what I want to say for forever. I've got so many things that I want to work on and I want to, like, show myself improving on through this channel. So last year I was living with my friends and my then partner, around this time, and now I am living with my aunt and uncle and cousin, and their roommate. It's not bad. It's just, I think I lived with my friends in that place for about 4-ish years in a row, and in my adult life, that is the longest that I have stayed in one place. Before then, it was like, after my young adulthood sort of started fairly disastrously, and I couldn't go live with my parents anymore.
Couldn't go live with my parents. That's such a great way of avoiding the full topic. I'm still avoiding the full topic, actually. Fuck you.
I kind of just, like, it's kind of like I just kind of, like, went from one place to the other for, like I couldn't live with one set of family members for more than a year. And
yeah, I did get bounced around a lot, for a variety of reasons. Like, and it wasn't always just, like, there was, like, a fallout between me and family members or something. Sometimes it was just, like, things weren't working out, or it was better for me to live with someone else. But, like, yeah, there's the instability sucks.
that was just, like, the regular pattern that was happening, and I thought I had broken that pattern. And now, I mean, hey, I could still be here next year. There's nothing pushing me or pressuring me to go, at least not yet. See, I was gonna be so much more, like, chipper and, like, yeah, I'm starting this channel, oh my gosh, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna make all these cool videos, and I'm gonna finish my game, and I'm gonna, like, or at least the demo. I'm not gonna be able to finish that whole game in...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Don't remind me how fucking behind I am.
A year. That's gonna take... It might be, like, the 10-year anniversary of Who Killed Markiplier when I post that game, but we will see. But yeah, like, just, like, you know, I want to, like, you know, work on myself, and in, like, all of these different ways, I want to, like, be more productive and more focused. I want to, like, do the good habits that help me stay healthy. I don't know. The past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with some bullshit.
You're always dealing with bullshit.
Just family drama stuff, you know, just kind of happens when you grow up in a dysfunctional family. I try not to let it get me down when something happens. I mean, fuck, just in this past year, so much has happened that I can't talk about. I'm gonna just focus on me rather than what's going on with, like, other relatives and stuff, an immediate family.
Good luck.
I don't know, the past couple of weeks, I feel like I've barely gotten through them. And this morning, I remember waking up to my alarm and very much just not wanting to get up. Just wanting to just stay in bed. And, you know, fuck everything on all my plans.
That has that just that's something that I would still like to change. I'm working on it. I mean, I'm still doing it, right? Look at me, I'm right here, and I was right there. So, um, profit.
And then I remembered what day it was. And in a weird way, that was what gave me the motivation to get up this morning. So that's good.
God, I'm so babyface.
I don't know. The past couple of years, I've been making some much bigger strides in working on my depression and anxiety and, taking steps towards, like, being at least more functional of an adult. And, if I could, I don't even know if it's possible, but if I could, I would love it if, by next year, I was living in my own place, because, like, I mean, out of all the places that I could be right now, this is the place that I want to be, and I'm glad that I'm here, and I'm grateful for my family, but in a weird way, I feel like I'm not really going to, like, fully know myself and understand myself and figure out, like, how to take care of myself the best ways, until I've had some time living by myself. And I'm so far away from that right now.
Well, let me tell you. First of all, living completely by yourself, terrible idea. Do not leave yourself alone with your brain demons. That's bad. Second of all, it is a year from then, and well, just got off the phone from a property management thing, and if we get that place, I will have my own room, which is pretty good. I'll take that as a win.
I don't know, sometimes I want to talk about things that are going on and it just makes me feel like I'm very ungrateful, Like, I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to find people who, like, get me and stuff. But it's like, I do have friends. I have friends that I've had for, like, I guess a decade or so? Ish? Maybe? I don't know. Time frames are hard for me. My past is just like a big pile of goo in my brain.
We first started meeting people around 2014, I think, is when I was starting to, like, go to school and stuff like that. So, yeah, about a decade.
Brain, and it's hard to sort through sometimes. Yeah, that's a thing I can say, I guess. When I was working on my game, the first game, In the Dark, I had this character who was very obviously a self-insert, and I was trying to think of ways to make them different from me, and also things that would make sense for the character and the setting and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, remembering, Markiplier's first video game they ever played was Amnesia, and a character that has amnesia is actually a really good, like, fun tropey thing to start out with story-wise. So I was just like, well, I don't know what having amnesia is like, so I'll just let this will be part of how this character is different from me, is that they have amnesia and, like, are trying to figure their life out. But apparently dissociative amnesia is a thing. And I've started to, in the past while, started to remember things, that I kind of intentionally forgot.
You remember a lot more things now, I'll tell you that.
It's like, how could I have known that I had any level of amnesia? It's not like I could remember. But I'm getting sidetracked. Like, that's the past. I'm trying to focus on the present and the future. That's what this is. This is about motivating myself now to get myself to where I'm going to be. One of my biggest problems is that I'm very impulsive. If I get stressed out, I will impulsively eat chocolate. And chocolate's really, really bad for me. It's like one of my biggest GERD triggers. But it's also chocolate. It's delicious. I love chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate. So it's a hard thing to quit. I want to make some new friends that, like, get me, because the current friends that I have, they're great, and it is nice to. I've started hanging out with them a little bit more recently, actually, and it's been really nice. But like they don't get. I don't know. I just feel like they don't get me, you know. Like I do my best to like understand them and where they're coming from and stuff, and they try to be supportive in their own way. But it's not like they, you know, understand why I would be spending years making an RPG Maker game.
You give them a little more credit. Just a little more.
One of the things I also want to focus on is just being more present, because this is something that I haven't really talked about, that I'm talking about here, because I'm hoping that talking about it will help me improve on this issue.
I won't shut up about it nowadays.
There's this thing that people are starting to like put a name to, like called like, you know, it's not like a in the DSM-5 exactly, but like even my therapist seems to think it could be a thing, and it makes sense. It's called maladaptive daydreaming, and
that's just one of the things.
And also just kind of like basically like, I mean, it's kind of like daydreaming, you know, everybody kind of gets stuck in their own head every now and again sometimes, but I guess for me it's harder to turn the toggle off, and my impulsivity has me to turn the toggle on when I am super overstressed, which is a lot of the time. Like I'm trying to like bring my stress levels down so that like my depression and anxiety don't bother me so much, so that I can get like a job and be like a contributing functional person. But being as broke as I am, I'm started doing like odd jobs and helping my uncle stuff, so I am making some money, but like being this level of broke, it can still like it in itself create a lot of stress. So it's like a endless cycle loop. Like I had this idea in my head of how this was going to go, and it was not this. But I don't think this is gonna be one where I like stop, delete, and then re-record. Like it still feels right, even if it's not what I expected. Although I do want to have always wanted to talk about like the maladaptive daydreaming thing, just dreaming that I am friends with people, like I have this little world in my head where I'm a popular YouTuber, and I live in LA, and I'm doing game dev stuff, and I'm doing voiceover work again, that's another thing I want to work on. My confidence in voice acting has dropped. And then also just doing all of these, all the fun, fantastical things that I've always wanted to do, and having all these fun friends and people that I can hang out with, and just
it's funny because that little world has basically been destroyed
ever since I was like 19 or 20 when I first left my parents. I've been feeling this need to I just have this like recurring thought and impulse and need to like go home. I am home right now, but I want to like go to like my home, my place that I create for myself. And the only home that I have like that is in my head right now. But if I'm ever going to have it here in reality, if I'm ever going to actually change my life, then I need to start focusing on here, on like the real world that's going on, rather than the fake world in my head, if any of that makes sense.
We're almost there, buddy. We're almost there.
And that's just one of the very many big things that I want to, like, work on and deal with. I mean, I can talk about how, like, you know, I want my YouTube channel to be doing well and to, like, be monetized and have X amount of subscribers. I don't even care how many subscribers I have, to be perfectly fucking honest. I just want, you know, to be heard, I guess. I want to just get to a point where I can finally feel like I have full control of my life and that my life is mine, rather than just, like, them just kind of floating around in other people's lives all the time. The amount of obstacles that are ahead of me and have been ahead of me, it really does feel impossible sometimes, but that doesn't make me want to stop trying. This is a lot more of a downer than I wanted it to be. But yeah, this is my first video, and which means that on the scoreboard of 365, I have 1. And maybe I will get to 365 as the score, but even if I just get 300, I will be happy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to be realistic, but also just the fact that I'm doing this and not pressuring myself to do it every single day, that it absolutely has to be in a way that makes me feel a lot more motivated to do something every day. So that's the thing about pressure. Everybody says the pressure helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes pressure is exactly what stops you and holds you in place. Like, you know, the pressure to be perfect and have everything go exactly right. I'm turning 33 next month. Like, 33. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my video, and thank you for watching, and maybe future me is about to pop in and say a hi, maybe not. Either way, bye!
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have come so far in so many ways, and I have also not in so many ways. I mean, I'm definitely not in my head as much, but it's still something I need to work on, especially after all of the many stressful things that have happened recently. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. I feel like I was better at some things back then, but I'm also better at some things now. And I just keep reminding myself that very soon I get to kind of, like, crash land in my own space and build that space and do my thing. And I've got, like, some money saved, and, like, I've done, like, a whole bunch of stuff in the past year that I've learned so much from. And even though I'm a little tired and a little behind and don't have, like, my habits tied down as well as I used to, I can still get there again. It's just the fucking getting over it game, over and over and over again, and it's frustrating and it sucks, but I'm getting there. I'm getting back. I'm getting back where I need to be. I would like for everyone to know that I just got home from helping out with emergency situations with my family, and it is like 7:30, and I'm still going to edit the video and post it today. Unum diem shall not die, Unum diem shall not die, no matter how inconvenient my life gets. Bye. I need to show off how fucking weird my hair is right now. I'm torn between letting it grow and getting back to that old haircut. I don't know. I just don't. I almost want to get to the point where I can, like, tie it behind my head. This isn't about me. Well, I mean, it is about me, but it's also about past me. But it's more so supposed to be about past me. And what am I doing?